Well, hello. My name is Gan. Welcome back to Lucid9. Last time, we were doing all these tests for Shigori. We were doing like questions where it's like riddles and like stuff like that. And oh my god, they were so ugh. They were kind of hard. Like two of them only. And I'm like, fuck, man. Alrighty. And we're in the forest for some reason because our main man just fell asleep. Maybe he's dreaming, maybe it's someone else. Who knows? Let us continue. The evening welcomes me with frosted arms as I stride into my beloved gale. My lovely burden slugs over my shoulders. The sky is clear tonight, bitter, vacant, a spiraling abyss in a sea of strangled light. I take a moment to admire it as the familiar vegetation is crushed beneath my soles. Nothing constrains me. No incompetent bureaucracies, no iron gates, no suffocating schedules, not at this hour, not at my hour. I dump my burden upon the ground, watching as he lulls away, still in the haze of beauty sleep. Innocent, peaceful, dreadful. I ready my knife and take my earnest vigil at his side. When the princess awakens, her guardian will be eagerly waiting. Oh, well, that was terribly quick. I stoop next to my burden as she jerks upright, eyes rolling in panic. Good morning, sweetie. Where am I? Where am... Her voice trails into indistinguished croaks as her wide, pale eyes fix on me. I spare a chuckle. What? Expecting someone else? How did I get here? How else? I settle for... Fuck. That shit hurt my throat. I'm just gonna read these normals. His voice, I'm gonna go... Eh. I settle for a moment, allowing her to take in her surroundings, allowing her to see how dire her situation is. What fun is it without a tingle of panic? Please, don't hurt me, please! What makes you think I would hurt you? So you let me leave? I casually lift my serrated weapon, allowing it to catch the moonlight at just the right angle. Now, why would I do that? I advance towards her slowly. She eats away, pulling her weight by her hands, but she is too tremulous to even attempt to run. A little dull, but vermin are vermin. But please, I have a mom, a dad, a boyfriend. I want to study, I want to grow up. Usually, it's cute when they beg, but this girl is bothering me. Well, I want to have a little carving practice, so what shall we do? Carving practice? Imbecile. My fingers twitch with impatience. Yes, carving practice. And I best get started. I savor my moment with her. Leisurely, meticulously, she tried to waste my time. I ought to return the favor. I finish all too quickly. The screams die in my ears as fading echoes of stilted crimson plummets from the edge of my blade. The beautiful mess scatters across the ground in a sight for sore eye. I take a moment to savor it. My canvas, My masterpiece. The heart of my soul and soul of my heart. If only it could have lasted a little while longer. Finished. Oh, wait, no. Is it the same guy? Finished. A shadow slips from behind the trees, plodding uncrimoniously on top of my finished work. Watch your step. Watch your step. You'll desecrate my chef delivered. The figure only stands in silence, waiting for my reply. I attempt a different line of questioning. Where are the others? Elsewhere? So I gather they're coming? No. So, who shall pick up my toys? I gesture to the artwork beneath the figure's feet. It doesn't budge. Me. You? Yes. By yourself? Yes. Call for the others. No. Why not? Leave if you are finished. It is certainly a one-sided balance of power. I can do nothing but acquiesce. I'm finished. I step away, but as the figure approaches my canvas, I stoop in, sliding my knife against its neck. Don't be so proud of yourself. The moment you are no use to me, I shall have my way with you. It only stares unblinkingly at me, unfazed. Not finished? Equal parts distinguish and perpetuate. I withdraw my blade. I'm finished. Finished with you too. I turn to the brighter horizon, striding away without a backward glance. When I arrive at school, still blurry-eyed from my nighttime fuck. Is that the dog? Anyway, when I arrive at school, still blurry-eyed from is it the dude or is it my dude? I think it's my dude. When I arrive at school, still blurry-eyed from my nighttime excursions, I'm greeted with an unusual sight. A group of students, primarily female, I huddle around the post. As I edge closer, I manage to listen in. Your fault! She was wrong about you, and now she's gone! What? What did you do to her with her, you freak? Where is she? Tell me, where is she, please? Answer him! How could you do this to us? Is that Rui? What the fuck? Suddenly, Rui blazes by me right into the center of the group, which bounces backward in shock. I'm barely able to catch a glimpse of her face, though, through the mass of heat of heads. What are you guys doing? Out of the way, Rui. This has nothing to do with you. No, I'm tired of this. You've been picking on her since school started, and you don't even have a good reason. Good reason? Talk to Shoji. He's our good reason. The group shuffles apart, granting me some space. I finally managed to see the cause of the problem. A slight figure crouched against the gate with an empty look in. It's the girl from last time. Wait, isn't this the same girl that I met yesterday? Well, Soji? She's been missing for 2 days and no one can find her. Didn't she go home? Didn't go home. Doesn't answer calls or texts. It's like she just disappeared. Disappeared? Just like the rumors said? You guys do remember who started the rumors, right? Look, Ruri. This would make the third disappearance. Haven't you been watching the news? Yeah. This isn't the first time this is the third time the Academy students vanished off the face of the planet. And, coincidentally, right after talking with Ari. Technically, Midori disappeared before school started. Yeah, just like 2 days before. Why are you so stubborn? Ari's guilty. How the fuck is this girl guilty? Like, look at her. Like, what the fuck? You're just bullying just the quiet girl that just wants to get by life. Like, go to school, go home, go to school, go home. That's all her life is. And you want to bully her. Okay, fuckers. Why are you so stubborn? Maybe she's not. Huh. You clearly don't understand how people work. No wonder you don't have any friends. Rui's face closes in hurt, and a raw, fierce pang of rage courses through my body. I storm to her side, unceremoniously, shoving away anyone in my path. Yama! Oh, you. Who is this? Your boyfriend? My anger briefly subjoins into panic, but I shove it away. You're all disgusting, picking on someone just because she's not like you. Hey, you don't even know the context, but ow. And oh, let me guess, you know everything. You know for certain that Akiko, Ari, has something to do with these disappearances. Twice is coincidental. Thrice is a pattern. A pattern for narrow, short-sighted people who won't take in other factors. Are you stupid? There aren't any other factors. The police said so themselves. Oh, and they told you this directly. It was on the news, moron. And it's not like the news have ever twisted the facts or told us anything but the honest truth. You wouldn't be acting so high and mighty if you knew how important Akane is. You wouldn't be acting so prejudiced if you have a brain. Words are spilling out of my mouth before I can even consciously think of them. My whole body trumps with a cold, frozen hatred. Weird freak. Don't want to play with you. I'm not letting anyone else go through that. Not Rui, not Ari. You think we're being rude to Ari? You're being rude to Shoji. Yeah, Shoji was the love of Shoji's life. Because everyone knows that every high school relationship lasts forever. He'd probably get over her in a week or two. A deadly silence descends on the group. Rui pinches my sleeve, her expression unusually troubled. That went a bit too far, Yama. I clench my jaw and lock eyes with the boy called Shoji. His face blinks from panic to nothingness in less than a second. A chilled silence falls over the entrance. You. He staggers forward, raising a tremulous hand. You bastard! His fingers pulls into a fist, and before I can blink, his hand is soaring straight at me. A shadow blurs in front of me, swiping at Shoji's arm. Shoji trembles to the ground as if thrown by an unknown force. The moment is held a pause, but only by the frantic whisperings of the gathered crowd around us. Shoji jerkily pushes himself to his feet, his footing loosened from fury. Ari idly steps in front of me, arms hanging limply by her sides. Her expression is passive, but something about it gives Shoji pause. Hey, what's going on over here? Oh fuck, it's this guy. Damn it. Mr. Ryota pushes the throng of students apart, books hiked under his one arm. All the students starts to babble at once. Mr. Ryota, Akane's been absent for 2 days. Can't contact her. This guy provoked Shoji into a fight. Mr. Ryota waves his hand for silence, an unusual stern expression on his face. Shoji, are you hurt? No, sir. Good. Ruri? Yes, Mr. Ryota? Meet me during lunch. You too, Nariko. Yes, Mr. Ryota. Both of you give me your accounts of what just happened. I'll make a judgment after I've heard both stories, understood? Sullen silence meet his inquiry. He only sighs. Accusations are for children. You guys know that, right? If you're going to claim something, use evidence. If you're going to fight, make sure you have the right reason. Dismissed. He waves his hand to scatter us off to class. We head to the classroom in silence, splitting ways at the staircase. I noticed that Rui kept close to Ari, stubbornly meeting the gaze of any guackers in the room. Well, looks like I'm going to get in trouble. Surprise, surprise. I probably shouldn't have interfered with that situation. I probably should have stayed out of it. Usually I do. I know that high school is basically just a cesspool of idiocy, and it's best to keep out of it. Not even high school, life in general. But seeing that girl there, hedged in by a large group of students being accused with nothing to defend herself, and seeing Rui leap to her defense, just like she did for me 10 years ago? Well, I guess it brought out something that surprised even myself. If anyone had the right to suspect that girl, it should be me. First I met her walking alone in District 6, acting like a creepy mechanical doll, and then I learned that her reputation at school is sketchy at best. That's suspicious even by my standards, and I'm friends with Yahiko. But it's possible that everything is a misunderstanding. It's possible that girl really just wants friends, and she's just a normal person inside, that she just has a difficult time conveying her thoughts. I understand that feeling. I understand it more than anyone else. Ahem. I shake myself out of my thoughts and take in my surroundings. Looks like some of the morning classes have passed. Yeah, I totally wasn't paying attention. In front of me, 3 girls with hair and makeup arranged just like Elizabeth stands with very indignant superior expressions. I quickly recognized them as the most avid members in their fan club. Hey, loser! We have something to say to you! Lucky me. They ignore me, crossing their arms in uncanny unison. We heard that you're giving Elizabeth a hard time. I glance at Elizabeth, whose eyes are wide with panic. Interesting. Looks like she has no hand in this development. Then, where did they get their information from? You better stop before we make you. Elizabeth deserves better. Idiot. I only snort and turn back to my homework. Hey, look at us. No thanks. I don't feel like vomiting. I think, but managed to keep my mouth shut. Throughout exasperated of all these girls, I nod my head at Elizabeth and raise an eyebrow in warning. Her face pales slightly and she slides over to my desk, smiling faintly at the 3 girls. Hello. Oh, Elizabeth! This guy's been bothering you for a while, right? Elizabeth opens her mouth, clearly intent on agreeing with the girls, but I shake my head ever so slightly. She grits her teeth together, but somehow manages to keep her smile intact. Thank you for your concern, but it's really fine. The girls blink in clear surprise. Are you sure? Weren't you guys saying the other day? Saying what? I don't know what you're saying. Oh, look at her. She looks so embarrassed. It looks so cute though. With her purple hair. Oh my god. I'm sorry, she just looks so cute. She sends an uneasy glance at me. I only smile innocently. This really should be fun, but This really shouldn't be fun, but it is. Remarkably so. I thought Yama was bothering. No. It was, a misunderstanding. Oh, alright. They nod slightly at me, like that's an adequate apology. We're keeping an eye on you. Don't mess with Elizabeth. Then, They strut out of the classroom, their footsteps in perfect unison. I turn to Elizabeth. She grips the edge of her seat until her knuckles turn white. I really can't believe you! You're enjoying this, aren't you? Despicable. She turns away from me in a huff. Excuse me. I'm not even the one who started it all. Heck, she's the one who constantly picks a fight. It's always been that way. Whatever. This isn't even worth thinking about. I turn my attention back to the front of the classroom as the break comes to an end. The rest of the morning classes struck by uneventfully. This time, Elizabeth is clearly soaking. Misaki is just as focused as ever. As by focus, I mean that she's on her phone the entire period. When lunch time comes, I tap Yahiko on the shoulder as I grab my backpack. Hey, lunch? What? Lunch. Cafeteria. Oh yeah, sure, right, cafeteria. Something wrong? Nope, absolutely nothing wrong. I was just thinking, it would be nice to have a couple more minions. Oh wait, that was him. Fuck. I was just thinking, it would be nice to have a couple more minions. Isn't that what your club is for? Club? The blank look on his face is foreign to me. I slap him on the back. A club that will take over the universe, your minions. Clearly I'm really bad at this. Whoa! Huh? It's lunch time. When was it? Did I time travel? A quick sigh of relief passes my lips before I'm able to spot it. Seems like Yahiko's back to normal. Yeah. It's 4018 AD. You've been asleep for 2000 years. I have? I don't feel that rested. Well, we kept you in cryo-freeze during the light stages of your sleep cycle rather than REM. You mean I was scammed on 2000 years of deep sleep? On the contrary, you were saved from 200 years of homework. 2000 years of homework. Oh, I guess you're right. I wonder when he will realize that I'm not supposed to be alive. Well, super realistic. Are you kidding me? Super realistic hologram. Okay. Let me get back into it. What the fuck? That caught me off guard. Well, super realistic hologram Yama, shall we grab some lunch? Do you guys still eat that kind of thing? Or he could make a totally ridiculous yet somehow plausible assumption. Indeed we do. Then, what are we waiting for? I want to see what kind of cuisines have developed after 2000 years. Thoroughly re-energized, he skips out the door. I'm just able to follow, but I feel a sudden tap on my elbow. Yama Ishimoto. Oh. It's the girl from the cafe. Nasuki, wasn't it? I glance at Elizabeth. She's in the middle of some fluffy small talk with her groupies, and intentionally keeping her back to me. Lizzie's over there. I'm aware of that. She isn't the one who... Fuck, I'm aware of that. She isn't the one with whom I wish to speak with. What do you want? I have a simple question for you. As far as I can tell, nothing simple when it comes to this girl. Have you ever felt like two people are fighting for your body? Ooh, what? More specifically, fighting for control over your body. Like mind control? No, more like two different entities in simultaneous residence, resulting in widely different actions or processes of thought. A chill runs up my spine. I think it'll be fairly obvious if I'm going through something like that. Well, You may or may not have any recollection of the other entity. Something about her mysterious smile sets me on edge. And what's with the sudden questions? Psychology paper. We're studying dissociation. We're studying dissociative identities. Identities disorder, which is colloquially it's known as multiple personality disorder. I would say you know of it already, but perhaps your alter ego surfaces during psychology class. I clutch my jaw at her accusative accusation, searching to find an answer in her face. I find none. So, do I look like the kind of person who has multiple personality disorder? Do you want to know the answer to that question? Look, I gotta go, I'm sorry. Try asking Elizabeth. She's the one who rapidly switches between being nice and being a pain in the ass. She only nods and smiles, but I sense her eyes boring through the back of my head as I slip out of the classroom. I attempt to shake off the counter as I head to the cafeteria, but Natsuki's words linger in the back of my mind. Thankfully, when I arrive, Yaiko immediately waves me over, face cheerily shining. Have a seat, my loyal minion. Today's special is baby back ribs. I can see that from your plate. You can divine stuff for my plate? Look into my lovely life's fortune. He's acting awfully normal. Did he already forget that he's supposed to be in 2,000 years into the future? Just eat. Well, I suppose I'll let it slide this time. But a master is supposed to command his minions, not the other way around. Exactly. What? Nothing. I glance around the cafeteria as I start on my own plate. I recognize quite a few faces. Natsuki and Elizabeth surrounded by groupies. Masato and a few track members. Akira and her few drama club members. Ruri is absent, probably speaking to Mr. Ryota on my behalf. Misaki too, though I rarely see her around outside of class. And in the corner eating a lot. She looks so fucking cheerful. Like normally you see her like a robot. Look at her, she's so cheerful. Oh my god. I just wanna rub pat her head. Oh my god. And in the corner eating alone is Ari. She seems to be satisfied by herself. She seems to be satisfying herself with her own plate of ribs. Something about the picture looks empty, lonely. What are you talking about? She looks so cheerful. Say, that gives me an idea. So, how's it been with the ladies? Huh? Need you even ask? Fantabulous, of course. Would you mind teaching me this humble servant your way? Fuck, I'm rubbing my eye. Hit my mouse. I thought you never asked, but why now? I tried to wave off his question by gesturing in Ari's direction. So how about her? Oh, someone caught your eye, have they? His eye flickers in Ari's direction. I expect him to coo about how adorable she is, how lovely her hair is, how perfect her nose or chin or whatever is. But he only pauses, his brow furious in confusion. Huh. What is it? She looks kind of familiar. Like, really familiar. Ordinarily, I think that he's crafting a pickup line, but his bewilderment seems genuine. Where'd you seen her? Huh. I have no clue. Eventually, he just shrugs this off with an easygoing grin. Well, my good minion, we shouldn't be wasting time. Watch and learn from the great master. Well, guess it's not important. As always, it would be honored to see your spectacular techniques. I know, right? I should be grateful. I'm not making... I should be grateful. I'm not... Fuck. I know, right? You should be grateful. I'm not making you pay tuition for such enlightening lessons. Well, they're certainly enlightening, but probably not in the way he's thinking. I bet that the number of the girls you seduce is unaccountable. You got that right. Well, technically 0 is uncountable. First lesson, my dear apprentice, never waste time. Are they eating? Great. Depressed and withdrawn? Fantastic. Saying they want to be alone? Perfect. If they're ever eating, no. If they're ever depressed and withdrawn, no. Okay, whatever you say, do not do it. There's some people out there that will do this. I'm giving you a little lesson. Stop. No. Okay? Like, the fuck? Don't listen to him. Love waits for nobody, Yama. Remember that. I can't help but chuckle at how terrible his advice is. By any chance, have you ever gotten slapped? Oh yeah, all the time. Why is he saying that like it's a badge of honor? You see, evoking a strong reaction means that you've touched the young lady's heart. The line between love and hate is thinner than the line between love and apathy. That's why the most important thing is to make a big impression. That's unusually perceptive. On that note, we're wasting time. There's an adorable lass to seduce. Yeah, what the fuck? I'm just looking at that image. Yahiko not found. Yahiko promptly strides over to Ari, eyebrows raised in a flirtatious attack. Okay, now there he is. Hey! How does it feel to be the most beautiful girl in the room? Looks like the Akari is already hitting hard. How will his opponent respond? It's not very effective. Can I see your uniform tag? I gotta see if you were made in heaven. A spectacular hit. How would the last dodge out of this one? China. Huh? The uniforms are made in China. Ikari staggers back from the Vader counter. Oh, well, it seems that he is in a state of shock. The last sees this opportunity for an offensive maneuver. Your food. What? Will you eat it? Hey, what are you doing to my ribs? It's a critical hit. The last bold action has paralyzed Ikari. You're gonna get fat if you eat so much. I'm 102 pounds. You're what? But you can't be that short. 5 feet 2 inches. Dude, I'm like 1 inch taller than her. It's super effective. Ikari is silenced. The last spends her free time munching at her newly acquired meal. It's sort of adorable, like a baby hamster munching at. But anyway, back to the match. Ikari studies the last for a moment, no doubt attempting to analyze any potential weak points. This girl's a tough one. Usually I don't allow things like this, but Yama, why don't you give it a shot? Nah, I'm just a commentator of this battle. What? Nothing. Thankfully, Ikari decides to switch his attention from the lowly commentator back to his original target. Why aren't you responding? You should be honored that someone like me is paying attention to someone like you. Okay, that's the dickest thing to say. Don't tell me you don't swing that way. I'm straight. A clear hit at his vital point. It's looking bad for Kari. Then why? The lass merely finished up Kari's ribs and moves on to her own. Are you a witch who takes some weird potion to resist me? Why are you unaffected by my charms? Kari has gone berserk. He attempts wild haymakers. Stop ignoring me. Forget it. You're just like the other commoners. You don't deserve being seduced by a superior being like me. Answer me when I'm talking to you. My meal's getting cold. What an amazing display of in-action trash talking. The lass has placed Ikari below some humbly baby back ribs. You! Ikari heard himself in his confusion. Meanie! Babuli! I will have my revenge, I tell you. Revenge! I don't know what I'm trying to do with the voice. And Kari exits the ring, automatically forfeited. Instant KO! Huh? Nothing. As Ari finishes up the meal on her plate, I sit on the chair next to her. It's hard to tell from the stonic expression on her face, but she seems a little happier than a few moments ago. Do you want my ribs? Didn't you eat them all? I did. Then why did you offer? Then why are you here? At the very least, she's more open than when I met her yesterday. I'm sitting. Huh. Sitting is nice. Her expression doesn't even bulge. Sitting makes the world go round. And sitting is good for you. It's bad for you. Her sudden response catches me off guard. What? Well, at least she's talking to me. That's a start. How can sitting be bad for you? Higher risk in obesity. Obesity. Oh, fuck, that might be the word. I might have said it right. Higher risk obesity, high cholesterol, lower back pain, cardiovascular disease, and type 2 diabetes. She says this so monotonously that I can't tell whether she's joking or deadly serious. But sitting doesn't cause that, right? Ari evaluates me for a moment, but only returns to her food without a word. I'm searching for a different topic to discuss when she abruptly speaks again. What's your name? Yama Ishimoto. You're not going to comment on it? You know, it's an unusual name. Not like... What the fuck? Oh, is that Lelouch Lamperoux? No, I don't know. I'm just thinking of Kogias right now. Not like Laurence Lampered. Laurence Lamperdent? As in from Kogias. Oh, motherfucker! It is Lelouch Lamperoux from Kogias. You motherfuckers. They're just using different names. As in from Code Deus? You know it? Vaguely. No, motherfucker. You know it by heart. Oh wait, no, that's not me. This is Yama. I was just thinking of the other game where it's like Thunder Enigma, where you can do like every decision, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I know it. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, because I know it. I watched fucking Code Geass many times. I think I'm on 30 times already on both season 1 and season 2. And I want to see the fucking the movies. I haven't got a chance to see those yet. Like the new ones, like the new Code Geass movie. It's a fairly popular series among young adults, but I'm surprised that someone like her would know about it. Well, next to I'm just gonna say Lelouch Lamperoux. Well, next to Lelouch Lamperoux, there can't be many strange names. Ah, a pear. Ari only reaches into her backpack and begins to munch on a pear. For a moment, I pick at my ribs in silence, but she speaks again. What is your dais? My what? You're Gios, man. What is your wish? Don't be stupid. Days, special powers. Oh, yeah. I'm just thinking about, like, at the end of Code Geass where, spoiler alert, I'm gonna say it again. When Suzuku stabs, Lelouch, you know what I mean? When he stabs him, he's like, Geass is kinda like a wish. And my wish is for the world, you know what I mean? To have peace and whatever. Where's my special power? I'm not sure where she's going with this, but I guess I might as well follow her. My special power is creating sardines out of thin air. Huh? Canned or fresh? He doesn't seem phased in the slightest. Both. So, freshly canned? I guessed. Make some now! Sardines? Of the many weird situations I've encountered over the course of my short life, this just might take the top. She's joking, right? Sure. I flourished my hand and tapped the table. There, sardines. That's a table. What was she expecting to see? A spontaneous materialize of freshly canned sardines? You know I can't actually make sardines out of thin air, right? You said you could! Either she's better at trolling than I am, or she wasn't joking. She really wasn't joking. I wasn't serious. Then, why did you say it? I'm too baffled by her thought process to make an intelligible reply. Thankfully, Ari only returns to nibble at her peach, as if she never have asked the question. Look at her face. Peach! The awkward silence is punctuated by the signature school bell, an opportunity that I take with gratitude. Well, see you. He blinks widely at me. My name is Ari Hiragane. No, Ari Hiraga. Ari Hiraga. Haraga. Okay. That was abrupt. I didn't tell you before. She suddenly stands, picks up her tray, and strides to the opposite side of the cafeteria to dump her dishes. Well, that was random. What an eccentric girl. Unless by telling me her name, she was trying to say that she trusts me, or that she likes to become friends. Maybe she has some kind of mental disability that inhibits her social functions. She's offbeat, but interesting. I can see why she's the scapegoat. It's likely that the other students are scared by her unorthodox behavior. Just because she's different, she becomes the bad guy. Man, I hate that so much. Like, I like talking to people who like I like talking to people like that, who are like shy, or like they have like some kind of behavior where it's like not normal. Oh my god, I love talking to those people. And for some reason, they just gravitate towards me. Don't get me wrong, there's normal people who come to me too, but it's always like people who like kind of scare me a little bit. But once I get to know them, it's like, it's all fun, you know? Don't get me wrong, they're not like my best friends, but I don't know, it was always cool to meet them. Like, from all walks of life that I met. It's crazy. They should know better. They should give her a chance. Alrighty, I'm gonna end the video here. If you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification to see whenever I post, and leave a comment. And tell me what you think about the new girl. Like, she's silent and mechanical, but like when she's eating that pear, it's like, oh my god, you're cute. Like, in like a little sister way where it's like, I have to protect you. Like in that way. Anyway, well, this is farewell. And as always, bye bye.